Christmas and welcome to Toyah and Robert's Burning Question.
So many questions are hurtling in to us. We are deeply unqualified and serving you our best shot, but a few of the answers may be useless.
But one of the qualifications we do have is Robert has 75 years of experience on this planet and I have 63 years of experience on this planet. So let's share our experiences with you. Nikita Niktin, you ask how to develop personal discipline in a constructive way, refraining from self-abuse, self-punishment, self-destruction, or squeezing yourself into someone else's model.
How would you approach that, Lovey?
I think it's something that is a step-by-step discovery of yourself. I think you can only do one thing at a time. And self-discipline is about self-discovery, and you are still you. Even if you see someone else practicing a discipline you admire, you are still you. So that discipline slightly changes in your circumstance. So I'd say step by step and never ever stop being kind to yourself. If there are things that frustrate you, just chip away at it. Don't go at it 150%. Chip away and be honourable to yourself and put yourself first. We are all utterly unique. We're all individuals and not everything in a solid form works for us. For me, the school system never worked for me, but I have a great IQ. So I have to work my way through things and around things. So how would you answer that?
All right, well, I have a lot of difficulty with the way questions are framed. All right, so let's have a go at this.
Nikita, you're losing already.
Nikita, the beginning of your question is stunning. How to develop personal discipline. All right, that's straightforward. We can address that. Nikita, you continue. How to develop personal discipline in a constructive way. Well, of course it's going to be in a constructive way.
I know exactly what she means.
He,
sorry about that. Because you start to beat yourself up because you're running before you learn to walk.
All right, well, Nikita, please forgive me and I shall persist. How to develop personal discipline in a constructive way, refraining from self-abuse, self-punishment, self-destruction, or squeezing oneself into some model. Well, look, let's say, define this positively. The way in which you, Nikita, have framed this question defeats the possibility of a useful answer. So one way is to take all your negative terms and define them positively. So let us reframe the question, which is fine, is how to develop personal discipline, but to continue. How to develop a personal discipline in a constructive way. Honour the person, sobriety, self-respect, integrity, and listening to one's voice, one's own personal voice. So that's turning the question and expressing it positively.
So Nikita could be talking about fasting, could be talking about things that are quite uncomfortable clothes, uncomfortable living environment, to stay in tune and awake. You might know more about Nikita's circumstance than I do, but I think you can have self-discipline while having a healthy approach of kindness and love towards yourself.
Yes, I agree.
And I have no problem with how that question is worded. This is really interesting because Robert is a very deep thinker, obviously, and has a great sense of the language. So if something is slightly off kilter, you see it differently. But you've got to remember, people from all over the world use English in different ways to the English do, and Dorset men do.
Oh, no, yeah, no. Oh. Nikita, honour yourself. You are a superb person. Engage with yourself. Love yourself. You're fine.
Okay, now we have a question from Les, who originally was from Birmingham, my hometown. He's now in Oregon, and It's quite a complex question and you might understand it better than me. I have a guitar question. How can I get luthiers to take my relatively cheap Stratocaster copy seriously? I have taken it to 3 different ones and they all claim to have set it up as well as it can be done. But I know these particular Strat copies can be set up with a really nice low playing action. I've got one that does great low playing action. So I think there might be a neck issue preventing this and making the action somewhat unplayable. How to resolve this frustration for an instrument that does sound really nice and which I would be sad to part with?
I only have 2 suggestions. One, Les from Birmingham, now in Oregon, that loves your guitar. Learn to be a luthier yourself, at least as far as setting up your own instrument to your satisfaction. And secondly, send it to Sydney Jake.
What is a luthier, please?
A luthier is a really guitar craftsperson.
Oh, okay. Right. Now we all know. Sydney Jake is phenomenal at setting up guitars. He even sets up Robert's prized Les Pauls. He sets up my guitars and I can only really play on low action guitars. He does it so well. If it's at all possible to get your guitar to Sydney Jake, I mean, it's going to cost about $150 in transportation, but it's really worth it and he will get a good sound out of it. He might even adapt it for you and add other things. There must be someone in Oregon who can do the same. There's got to be a good guitar tech. Low action, it makes a guitar so joyful to play. Do not, Les, give up on your Strat, okay? Because I agree with you.
I haven't seen the instrument. It might be that a person who's used to dealing with very expensive, top-of-the-line instruments is kind of looking down their nose a bit.
Yeah, there's a bit of snobbery going on.
Well, there could be. But anyway, Les, look, why don't you take this on yourself and enhance your own skill set?
Now, thank you everyone for your questions. My husband selects these questions, so there's been none that relate to me. So I'm just going to tell you all at the moment, I am in a show called Proud Cabaret. It's had 5-star reviews, which has even taken me by surprise. It's called a must not miss show, and that I am storming it. And also, I have just been nominated for Best Actress in, what was the actor's name? Famous Actor Award, not Laurence Olivier, Richard Harris. The Richard Harris Acting Award has just nominated me for Best Actress for the film called Give Them Wings, which isn't out yet. So thank you everyone for asking me that question.
If Les from Oregon, originally from Birmingham, sends us his guitar question to both of us, dear, what would you like me to do?
Stick it up your arse. Happy Christmas, everybody. We love you. We have a Sunday lunch. What are you looking at?
I am allowing people to see that I am your Christmas bitch behind me.
He is my Christmas bitch.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, everyone. We will see you for Sunday lunch tomorrow. Keep your questions coming in. And if you have any that include a couple, that would be fantastic.
Oh,
There probably are there. It's just he selects them. Lots of love, everyone, from Toyah.
and from Rob.
Yay! You're not showing me.